call or send a WhatsApp message to the number displayed on your screen. You can also contact us via our social media handles. So take action and do it now. See you in class. Do you want to become a graphic designer or a better graphic designer in 2024? Do you seek ways to upscale your earnings as a graphic designer? Well, if the answer is yes, then you've got to hear this. Hi, my name is Uche Ukala. I'm the CEO of Graceville Solutions, a world-class graphic design and social media management agency based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. And I'm organizing a 6-week online graphic design bootcamp for total newbies as well as those who want to upgrade their design skills. Now, in the course of this program, I'll be showing you step by step how to design captivating flyers, posters, banners, brochures, and lots more. I'll also be sharing tips on how you can earn and upscale your earnings as a graphic designer. Now, this is the cool part. Even when this program is over, I'll still be offering free mentorship services to all participants. Cool, right? All this and more can be yours for a fee of 25,000 Naira. So hurry up and secure your slots as I've got limited spaces left. Now, to sign up, kindly call or send a WhatsApp message to the number displayed on your screen. You can also contact us via our social media handles. So take action and do it now. See you in class. Do you want to become a graphic designer or a better graphic designer in 2024? Do you seek ways to upscale your earnings as a graphic designer? Well, if the answer is yes, then you've got to hear this. Hi, my name is Uche Ukala. I'm the CEO of Graceville Solutions, a world-class graphic design and social media management agency based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. And I'm organizing a 6-week online graphic design bootcamp for total newbies as well as those who want to upgrade their design skills. Now, in the course of this program, I'll be showing you step by step how to design captivating flyers, posters, banners, brochures, and lots more. I'll also be sharing tips on how you can earn and upscale your earnings as a graphic designer. Now, this is the cool part. Even when this program is over, I'll still be offering free mentorship services to all participants. Cool, right? All this and more can be yours for a fee of 25,000 Naira. So hurry up and secure your slots as I've got limited spaces left. Now, to sign up, kindly call or send a WhatsApp message to the number displayed on your screen. You can also contact us via our social media handles. So take action and do it now. See you in class. Do you want to become a graphic designer or a better graphic designer in 2024? Do you seek ways to upscale your earnings as a graphic designer? Well, if the answer is yes, then you've got to hear this. Hi, my name is Uche Ukala. I'm the CEO of Graceville Solutions, a world-class graphic design and social media management agency based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. And I'm organizing a 6-week online graphic design bootcamp for total newbies as well as those who want to upgrade their design skills. Now, in the course of this program, I'll be showing you step by step how to design captivating flyers, posters, banners, brochures, and lots more. I'll also be sharing tips on how you can earn and upscale your earnings as a graphic designer. Now, this is the cool part. Even when this program is over, I'll still be offering free mentorship services to all participants. Cool, right? All this and more can be yours for a fee of 25,000 Naira. So hurry up and secure your slots as I've got limited spaces left. Now, to sign up, kindly call or send a WhatsApp message to the number displayed on your screen. You can also contact us via our social media handles. So take action and do it now. See you in class. Do you want to become a graphic designer or a better graphic designer in 2024? Do you seek ways to upscale your earnings as a graphic designer? Well, if the answer is yes, then you've got to hear this. Hi, my name is Uche Ukala. I'm the CEO of Graceville Solutions, a world-class graphic design and social media management agency based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. And I'm organizing a 6-week online graphic design bootcamp for total newbies as well as those who want to upgrade their design skills. Now, in the course of this program, I'll be showing you step by step how to design captivating flyers, posters, banners, brochures, and lots more. I'll also be sharing tips on how you can earn and upscale your earnings as a graphic designer. Now, this is the cool part. Even when this program is over, I'll still be offering free mentorship services to all participants. All right, so good evening, everybody. Welcome to this live stream. All right, so this is gonna be for those that have been a part of our live training. Okay, our 6 weeks program. This is the final class, and I hope you guys have been having a swell time. All right, so I'll just go straight into what we have today, and so that we'll just work with time. All right, so this is what we'll be working on today. We're going to get through with this in about 45 minutes. All right, so we're going to learn how we're going to design this laundry poster right in Photoshop. All right, so let's go. So the first thing we have to do, like I've always said, is to ensure you have the materials you want to use for your designs or the assets are properly prepared. You put them in a folder and you are good to go. Alright, so the first thing we have to do here is to create a new document, and we go to File. Alright here. So we go to File, New, and we'll be using a dimension of 8.5 inches by 11 inches. So you can just come to Print right here and you select the first template or the first preset that you have there. Alright, so you can change your you can rename your project. So I can just call this laundry flyer, and ensure you have this artboard. Though, like I've always said, it's not compulsory to have your artboard option checked, but I just like doing that, especially when I'm trying to do multiple designs. So I'm going to check this option, and then I'm going to go right ahead and click create. Good. So I'm going to duplicate this artboard because I intend to bring this dotted design into the into my work area. So I'm going to duplicate this artboard by pressing Ctrl J. Alright, so I can rename this live artboard or just anything, live design, and I can give this other one let me say format design, or let's say finished job. Alright, so what I'm going to do right here is that since I'm trying to show you guys how I mimic this design, so I want to be very precise, so I'm going to drag it into my work area. Okay, I'm going to bring it right into one of the artboards, which is the finished job right here. So I'm going to rename this as right here. So I'm going to rename this as, let me just say, finished design, and then I'm going to convert it to a smart object. Now, like I explained earlier, the purpose of converting to a smart object is so that even if you expand and contract, expand and retract the asset a couple of times, it won't lose its original resolution. Alright, so that's the essence of using just of converting to a smart object before you start your design. Okay, so obviously this is not the exact dimension I use for the former project, but it really doesn't matter. You can use any dimension of your choice. Okay, so the next I'm going to do is let me just close. Okay, drag this. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in a gradient background. Alright, so I'm going to open the folder once again. Alright, so these are the color code or the hexa codes that we use for the project, okay, for the background. So I'm going to go back to my Photoshop, then I'm going to come down to where I have this tab here that says create a new fill or adjustment layer. So I'm going to click this and go all the way to gradient. Okay, I want it to be on, let it be on the
the other artboard, which is the live design. So okay, I'll go once again to my projects, to the tabs here, click this, go to gradient option, then I'm going to select the basic right here. So like I explained earlier, this this gradient tab or gradient editor has two tabs, the start and the stop. Okay, so I'm going to copy the exact codes. Okay, so this is the start and this is the stop, so I'm going to copy this one. Okay, copy that, Ctrl C, then I go back to my design area. I'm going to paste it, Ctrl V. Ouch, okay, seems like that there's an error there. Okay, let me go back again to copy it correctly. Okay, just drag it up. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, go to my Photoshop gradient, hit Ctrl V to paste. I click OK. Then I tab this the stop tab. I click it, and I go to the other code, copy the other color code. Now these codes, these are color codes. Okay, they are called hexadecimal codes, and they are used to get the precise or exact color. Okay, color style or definition, or color the exact shade of color you want. Okay, so when you're done, you click OK. All right. So next up, now you can tweak this. You can tweak this to any. Okay, just click OK first. Now when you come here, you can change this to either linear. Okay, under where you have style, you can change this to either linear or radial or angle or whatever. But so I'm going to stay with linear. Then I'm going to click reverse, go back to radial, and okay, so it gives you this sort of glowy effect at the middle. Okay, so I'm going to resize it, make it smaller. Okay, I think this is cool. Okay, then click OK. So we have this little glow effect at the middle, which I can still work on. Let me make it smaller. Let me go for an 85. Let's see. Okay, I can bring it to the middle. I click create, or OK rather. So next up, so right here, if you look at this design here, the one I did earlier, okay, we have this sunburst background in the middle, and we also have a faded image of a laundry machine in the middle. Now, of course, this is a laundry flyer, so it should depict, okay, we should use assets that depict whatever we are trying to design. So I'm going to bring in this background here. This is, I call this sunburst background. So I'm going to right click and just open in Photoshop. Then I'm going to take off the color of this. So I'm going to press Ctrl Shift U on my keyboard. Okay, so I can label this sunburst background. Okay, or just sunburst, something short and sweet. Okay, so I'm going to drag it into my work area here, something like this. I'm just going to resize it. Now the essence of removing the color or desaturating this image is because I want to use it as, okay, I want to use the blending option feature. Okay, that's why I had to deactivate or desaturate the image. So I'm going to go to my blending options right here. Then I'm going to select something that's cool. Okay, so I go for an overlay. I think overlay is soft light. So most times when you're using your blending options, go for either an overlay or soft light. I think either of them is cool. So let me just go for a soft light. Then expand it to fill up the space. Then you can also reduce the opacity, so it won't be too obvious. Reduce the opacity, something like this. Okay, I think this is cool. 13 is cool. Can also resize this image, position it. Alright, so that's good. So next up, I'm going to bring in this image of this washing machine right here. So I'm going to open, I just like, anytime I'm trying to bring in an image, I always like to open a new tab, because I think it gives me more flexibility. Though, like I taught you, you can also import it into your work area by going to the file and choose either the embed or place linked, okay, whichever one that's okay by you. So I'm going to desaturate this image. Do I need to desaturate it? Okay, let me Control J to duplicate. Now, as a rule of thumb, anytime you are trying to work on an image or any asset, it's always good you create a duplicate layer, so that in case something happens, you won't lose or ruin the original copy. So always duplicate your layer by pressing Ctrl J. Alright, so I'm going to desaturate this by pressing Ctrl Shift U. Then I'm going to reduce it like so, and I'm going to bring it into my work area. Something like this. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to bring in something like this. So once again, I'm going to go to my blending options, overlay or soft light. I think soft light is cool. So next up, I'm going to, let me just confirm this is actually recording. Okay, good. So next up, I'm going to brush off a part of this image. So right here where I have my layer, okay, add layer mask. So I'm going to add a layer mask. Take my brush tool by pressing the letter B on the keyboard. Increase the size of my brush, and ensure your what do they call it now? Your foreground and background options are set to, the foreground set to white and the background set to black. So you slowly brush off a part of this image just to give it that smooth background, smooth edge, to make the edge appear very smooth. Alright, so I'm going to position it somewhere here. I'm also going to reduce the opacity. So I'm going to reduce the opacity. Okay. I'm going to brush it off again. Take my brush tool and brush off again. Alright, something like this. Now the essence of this is so that, okay, you know, to add more aesthetics to your design. Alright, let me see if I can just brush off a bit more of it. Ctrl Z. What's happening here? Alright, now when you are using your brush layer, your brush tab button, ensure that your layer tab, that's the layer mask, is the one that's selected, not the object itself. Okay, so always ensure that you have your layer mask selected. Alright, so I can now start bringing in my image. Okay, I can start bringing in my image so that I get my positioning right. Or let me just add my text first, whichever one that I think is cool. So let me just add my text. Let me add my text first. Alright, so I type the word. Okay, I already have it on the notepad here, so I'm just going to go to my notepad. Where is it? Okay, push, okay, and this is the font I use. I use the Tribet MS font. That's what I use for the original design. So let me see if I still have that on my system. So take your text tool, okay, type the word posh. I think there's something wrong here. Oh, Ctrl Z. Sorry about that. Okay, once again, okay, so let me take my text tool, okay, type in the word posh, drop my text tool, expand it. Okay, I use the font. Let me check if I have that exact font right here. Okay, it's still here. Alright, then I can duplicate my text by holding Alt, click and drag. Okay, and then type in the word laundry. Okay, let me just confirm the exact font I used for the original one. Okay, I used the Bibas. Okay, I used the same font for I think, yes, I used the same font for the two, but for this other one I used the Bibas fonts. Okay, so I'm not going to copy this and go to my work area, duplicate this, Alt click and drag, Ctrl V to paste, drop your text tool. Okay, let me see if I still have the Bibas font on my PC. Okay, good, it's still there. Alright, so I'm just going to bring it in. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to group, I'm going to start grouping my layers now. So I'm going to group, okay, I'm going to group this, and I'm going to label it as posh. Group this, I'm going to label this as laundry. Group this, and I'm going to label it as, let me just label this as sub theme. Sub theme. Alright. Okay, so next up, I'm going to start applying some effect on the text. I think this other one, let me give the font some kind of increase the tracking a bit on this. Go to this and okay, increase it to 50. Okay, I think this is better. Alright, so now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to apply some kind of gradient effect to these other two texts right here. Okay, so I use, okay, before I do that, let me just on this other one, let me apply stroke. Let me apply, okay, a white stroke, though that might not be obvious because it's already a white text. Okay, click OK. Then I'm going to go to my blending options, so I'll right click, go to blending options. Okay, then go to where I have, okay, go to where I have the gradient overlay. Alright, so these are the colors I use for the gradient overlay. Posh, okay, so this is the first one, so I'm going to copy this, go to, click this box right here, the color box, sorry, not color overlay, sorry, it's gradient overlay, sorry about that, gradient overlay. So I'm going to click this. This is the first color code. Ctrl V to paste. Then I go to the other color. Now if you look at this text, the essence of using a gradient overlay or a gradient color on a text is that it adds this two color effect. Okay, so that's why, you know, we use gradient overlay on text or any you know, any image at all. It gives that beautiful two color effect. So next up, I'm going to go back to the hexa code, copy this one, copy the other color code, click this, then Ctrl V. Now they look similar, but they are quite different. Okay, if you look at it here, you see that the top is darker than the bottom. The shade on the top color, you know, top part of the text here is lighter than the bottom. So that's the beauty of using a two gradient effect on your text. Okay, so I'm going to just repeat the same effect on the bottom text. So I'm just going to copy, right click on the first, on this push text, and say copy layer style, so that I save my time. Then I go to the other layer and Ctrl V to paste. Now I can tweak or change the text, the gradient effect. So I'm going to copy this one, Ctrl C to copy, double click this, click here, Ctrl V to paste, go to the other color code, then copy the other color code, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and paste. So as you can see, we have this lovely orange, pinkish orange effect on the text right here. This other one looks, this font looks a little bit lighter. I think maybe I use a different color font here, but at least you get the effect, you understand. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. Though, like I said, you can use any font of your choice. If you want to use a bolder font, it's okay. Okay, but let's just move on with this, with the one I used earlier. So I can, okay, so let me, okay. Okay, so let me just expand this a bit. I hold my shift key and pull this down. Same thing for this. Hold my shift key, just extend it downwards a bit, something like this. Now, if I want these three texts to be properly aligned, all I need to do is to select all three texts, holding your shift key, click one, that's 1, 2, 3. Then I come to the top here where, okay, on your tabs bar right here, where I have this icon, align left edges. So I click it to ensure that all the elements are properly aligned. For some reasons, I don't know why this didn't align, but you can just manually set it. Alright, so now I'm going to tilt the header a bit. So I'm going to select, I'm going to group, okay. So I'm going to rasterize these three layers. Okay, let me just go for this first two. So I'm going to rasterize this one. Right click and select rasterize. Now the concept of rasterize is a whole different topic on its own. I don't have time to start explaining all that right now. So I'm just going to rasterize this, rasterize this, rasterize this. Okay, so now as you can see right here, you see that these two these two what now, the headers, the push and the laundry is slightly tilted to, okay, to the it's slightly raised. Alright, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select the two like this, then Ctrl T, press Ctrl T on your keyboard to transform, and then you right click and say free transform. So you hold your shift key and take this, okay, you Ctrl T to transform, and say skew. Alright, so you hold your shift key and just take it up a bit, something like this. Okay, so you can do same for the other layer. Okay, rasterize. First of all, you come out to a smart object. Okay, rasterize, and then Ctrl T to transform, and then skew this. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. Alright. So we can just also go ahead and add a bit of a drop shadow to, just under your blending options, add a bit of drop shadow to these layers. Okay, you can increase. Okay, you can increase the blending options, drop shadow, and you can increase the distance. Sorry, you can increase the, yes, distance and maybe size as well. Alright, so just okay, then just copy and paste the same effect across these other ones. Alright, so let's move on to the next. Good. This one, okay, let me raise this up a bit. Seems like it's still not on the same level as these other ones. Ctrl T, skew, and just adjust it. Alright. So I cannot bring in my image. Okay, I already removed the background from the image as well, so the image looks a bit white, and I think it's overexposed, so maybe they need to retouch it, but that won't be necessary now because I don't want this class to be too long, so photo retouching would be for another time. So you can just bring it into the work area. Okay, let me just quickly do a quick retouching on this image. So I can just label, okay, you cannot group these three as theme or caption. Then I can do this as laundryman. Okay, let me just see if I can quickly work on this. So go to, now if you want to quickly retouch an image, now photo retouching is a different topic, like it's a full topic on its own, but you can, and we often use Lightroom for that, though, but you can still use Photoshop to retouch your images. Just go to filter, go to camera raw filter, and just a few seconds. Okay, so you can retouch, increase the contrast, reduce the exposure. Okay, reduce the whites, reduce the highlights, and click OK. Alright, so I think our image is better now. Okay, so next up, I'm going to expand this image a bit. Alright, so next up I'm going to bring in this badge right here, this that says 50% off. Alright, so I'm going to bring it in. Then, of course, if you're using Photoshop 2020 and above, you can just remove this background with a click. So you go to your Properties tab, then go down to where you have Remove Background, and wait for Photoshop AI to do its job. Alright, so your background is off. So I can convert to a smart object so that the quality will remain the same even if I expand a couple of times. So I bring it in here, take it up somewhere like so. Alright, so I already have, so I can rename this as discount. Okay, I can group that, Ctrl G. So like I said, the essence of constantly renaming your layer is for proper organization and makes your work, your work area very properly organized, and so you can easily identify layers when you are working on them. Alright, so next up I'm going to bring in the services. I'm going to add this services area. So what I'm going to do is to draw a rectangle. I think okay, so I'm going to draw a rectangle. Okay, what's wrong with my mouse? So I'm going to go for draw a rectangle. Okay, like so. I'm going to make it, okay, seems like my mouse is kind of acting up. Probably the battery is low. So, hold on a second, let me just charge. Let me charge my mouse, the battery is low. Okay. Alright, so let's continue. So I'm going to change the color of this. So whenever you are working on anything, only check the Properties tab, maybe a shape or a font. Let's check the Properties tab right here to know the options you have. So I'm going to change the color. I want it to be same color of something from the man's shirt. I'm going for this sky blue. Click OK. Alright, then I'm going to, I want the edges to be slightly rounded, so I'm just going to go down to where I have this and make it just say 10 pixels around, slightly rounded, or let me make it let me make it 20. Hold on a second. Okay, let me just make it 20. You can right click and make it 20 so that to be pretty obvious. Alright, so next up I'm going to draw this another rectangle right here. So instead of going to my rectangle tool, I just click duplicate, hold my Alt key, click and drag. Okay, then hold your Shift key, take this down, or Ctrl Z. Okay, hold the Alt key, click it down. So I'm going to change this color to let me say black, then reduce the opacity to create that cool transparent effect. Okay, something like this. Can take it up. Alright, so let me type in the word services. Alright, so type in the word services. Alright, so let me change the color to a deep blue color. I'm going to drag it in right here. Let me reduce the tracking and also reduce the size. Let me see if I can get the exact font I used. It's been a long time I did this project, so some of the fonts, and this is another laptop, so some of the fonts may not be visible, but of course any font works. It's just a tutorial, so you can also increase the tracking. Ctrl Z. Okay, you can increase the tracking on this. Okay, you can increase the tracking on the text. Oh, what's happening? Seems I messed up. So if along the way you make any error, just press Ctrl Z to undo. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to copy and paste the properties. The properties are here. I'm just going to copy and paste them. Take my text to Ctrl T, Ctrl V to paste. Change them to white. Change the fonts to, let me go for a Poppins. Alright, so I'm going to drag them into my work area. Something like this. You can change it to a regular or a semi-bold, whichever one. Okay, let's just go for a bold. I think that's better. Alright, so next up I'm going to start. Okay, let me increase the rectangles a bit. Alright, so next up I'm going to bring in this image right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a rectangle like so, draw it across. Now ensure there's a fill, okay, on the rectangle. Then I'm going to bring in the image, which is this one, which is this very image. Okay, I'm going to resize it. I'm going to drag it into the area. Now ensure that the image is above the rectangle. Now you right click on the image, okay, and then you now click and select create clipping mask. Now the essence of creating a clipping mask is to insert the image into the rectangle like so. So the image has now been clipped to this rectangle layer here. Alright, so I can give the rectangle a stroke. Just go for an orange stroke, just like what we have here. Good. You can increase the size of this stroke. Alright, so next up I'm going to start adding the contact details. right here. So I can just group this as let me just say clipping mask. Alright, so I'm going to start adding the contact details. Okay, let me raise this image a bit. Okay, so next up I'm going to start adding the contact details. So I'm going to go to okay, this is the document file. So this is the phone. Okay, this is the phone number. Sorry, this is the address. So I'm going to copy this and drag in my contact details into the address icon. Click enter. Alt Ctrl Z. So I'm going to change the color of the icon to white, which is same on this very one right here. So to do that, I'm going to right click on the icon and go to blending options, change it to, then click color overlay. Alright, so I'm going to change the color right here. Click this box, go for a white or a sky blue. Then I'm going to take my text tool, Ctrl V to paste. Oh, not again. Ctrl V to paste. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. Drop my text tool. Where's my properties? Okay, so let me go for do I have, okay, Century Gothic? Yes, so let me use that for the address. I can increase the tracking to 50. Alright, then let me add the phone number, the phone icon. Drag it into Photoshop. Let me change the color of this icon also. So I'm going to right click, blending options, color overlay, change it to white, okay, or sky blue, same color as the location icon. Okay, drag it in here, resize it. Copy, go to my, copy the phone number, Ctrl C, Ctrl V to paste. Alright, so I'm going to add this a little stroke here just to separate the contact details. So I'm going to go to the bottom here, click it to add a new layer, go to my marquee tool, rectangular marquee tool, draw a little stroke, then I go to my color picker, select this color, sorry, go to my pen bucket tool and then click in here. Alright, so that's, I think our design is done and dusted. Alright, so this is how to design a laundry flyer, and with this we've come to the end of not only this tutorial but the end of our 6 weeks boot camp. So for those that are in the group, the WhatsApp group, I'll drop some links to some websites where you can how you can monetize your skill. Those are is an exclusive bonus for those that signed up for this training. So I'll give you some websites on the WhatsApp group. Okay, websites where you can monetize your skill. So thanks for watching, and thanks for being a part of this 6 weeks graphic design training. And if you want to contact me for more, because you cannot learn everything about design in 6 weeks, so I do one-on-one training. I also intensive graphic design training for everybody who wants to learn. Okay, so you can contact me on my social media handles, my phone number, my email addresses, and my socials. So I'll also leave a link to my contact in the description box of this video. So if you want to reach me for more in-depth Photoshop training, okay, you want to become a highly sought after graphic designer, or a content creator, video editor, social media manager, you can contact me. I do one-on-one training, and yeah, so these are my details. I'll also leave a link to my contact in the description box of this video. Alright, so thanks for watching, and thanks for being a part of this training, and so I hope you enjoyed your viewing experience. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. I will attend to them as soon as possible. So thanks for watching, everyone, and do have a very, very good night. God bless you all.
Cool, right? All this and more can be yours for a fee of 25,000 naira. So hurry up and secure your slot, as I've got limited spaces left. Now, to sign up, kindly call or send a WhatsApp message to the number displayed on your screen. You can also contact us via our social media handles. So do you want to become a graphic designer or a better graphic designer in 2024? Do you seek ways to upscale your earnings as a graphic designer? Got to hear this. Hi, my name is Uche Ukala. I'm the CEO of Graceville Solutions, a world-class graphic design and social media management agency based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. And I'm organizing a 6 weeks online graphic design bootcamp for total newbies, as well as those who want to upgrade their design skills. Now, in the course of this program, I'll be showing you step by step how to design captivating flyers, posters, banners, brochures, and lots more. I'll also be sharing tips on how you can earn and upscale your earnings as a graphic designer. Now, this is the cool part. Even when this program is over, I'll still be offering free mentorship services to all participants. Cool, right? All this and more can be yours for a fee of 25,000 naira. So hurry up and secure your slots, as I've got limited spaces left. Now, to sign up, kindly call or send a WhatsApp message to the number displayed on your screen. You can also contact us via our social media handles. So take action and do it now.